Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is May 25th, and right now I'm in Dallas, Texas. Right now, we're going to chase this moderate risk out here across some of the Great Plains today. And let's just dive into the forecast here. Otherwise, I want to show you what happened during the afternoon and the evening hours yesterday. You can see across the eastern Sierra Nevada here and on into portions of Nevada, we had some thunderstorm activity fire up. You can see some of that across the southern Sierra Nevada, the eastern slopes. And as the sun started to set, you can see the thunderstorms did continue across some of the area and then across Nevada at night at times as well. And then we go on in towards this morning, and you can see the sun just starting to rise and some of that marine there up and down the coastline here as well. We'll take a look at what kind of chance we have for thunderstorm activity here over the next few days also, and the extended forecast as always. Now looking at Memorial Day weekend here, Eureka, California National Weather Service. Check it out, AM stratus clearing in the afternoon here. And if you go inland, check it out, mid to high 80s and some clear skies out there as well. But you know, if you live at the coast, you live there for a reason a lot of the times there, and you like to deal with some of that cooler weather there first. So there's your Memorial Day forecast for Eureka. Up north a bit here, and then you can see Sacramento as we go on in through Monday. Some of the valley temperatures get up towards the lower 90s here, foothills upper 80s, mountains you're getting looking at 78 for probably some of the high temperatures there also. So yeah, this goes Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday coming up. And if we look at Reno, Nevada, they do mention the chance of 10 to 15% chance of showers and thunderstorms eastern Sierra and northeast California. Not as good today as what was going on yesterday here. And then you can see Monday, maybe a little bit of a reintroduction there for some of the thunderstorms over the Sierra. Looking at some strong wind gusts here, National Weather Service, Hanford, California here, Kern County here, some of the Mojave Desert, and I'll show you some of these gusty winds on the North American high resolution model here in a moment. And you can see avoid the large trucks and tractor trailers. Watch out. They may be having a hard time in some of these strong winds. So if we look at the high temperatures on Memorial Day, check out Palm Springs and Thermal at 101. And of course, if you want relief of that, 30 plus degrees cooler, get to the coastal areas here. You can see San Bernardino, Riverside 82, 85, and El Centro out there 101 as you get inland again. You guys know where to go to get to the heat or to cool down. Looking at Phoenix, Monday, 98 to 103. You can see Southwest Arizona punching 100 degrees here as well. Southeast California also. So if we take a look at the recreational forecast here for Las Vegas, Nevada National Weather Service, as the air conditioner just kicks on here. Death Valley, Sunday, 102. Memorial Day, look at that, 107. So if you really love the heat and want to get out there and enjoy that across Death Valley, you can get out there and do that. And you can see Mojave National Preserve 93, Red Rock Canyon 90 degrees. And back on this day, May 25th, look at 1996, the funnel cloud observed near San Diego's Mission Beach. And you can see 1994, some gusty winds, 100-degree temperatures, field of wildfire, which destroyed 10 homes near Pinion Hills. 70 homes were evacuated. And a big scorcher there back in 1951. Look at some of these temperatures. Palm Springs getting up, 115 degrees here, thermal 114. And then you can see you got records all the way back to 1896 as well. Now, if we take a look at what's coming here, so I want to check out to see if we're going to be dealing with any kind of a heat ridge coming up here. You can see kind of a little bit of ridging trying to build here as we go through Memorial Day weekend for some of the west, but there's this trough across the Gulf of Alaska that's not really going to allow that to develop too much here across a lot of the southwest. So if we get towards the end of May and on through early June, more ridging here, but it looks fairly transient in nature. It kind of swings through here as we continue troughing through the Pacific Northwest and up over the Gulf of Alaska. And if we scroll way off into fantasy land here, you can see a big ridge building across the lower 48 as we get into early June with deep troughing out over the Pacific Ocean. But we're looking 300 plus hours out at this time frame. Just going to take that with a grain of salt. Purely fantasy land, nothing to worry about just yet. Just fun to look off into the extended sometimes. So if we look at the North American model here and we put this into motion for this afternoon, you can see maybe a shower or two across the higher terrain, but not as extensive as what we got yesterday. And if we put that in motion and continue on through Sunday afternoon, you notice maybe a shower or two again, but again, not widespread thunderstorm activity. At least we're not looking at that right now. And then we'll have to see what Monday and Tuesday bring coming up, and we'll be sure to revisit that over the next few days. Taking a look at the North American model, which is the state of California here. This is 80-meter wind speed here. You can see the northwest winds down the coastline. They're going to turn westerly, and even southwesterly across some of the desert areas, even southerly across some portions of Nevada. To put that into motion as we go through this afternoon, a little bit of wane, of course, in the speeds as we go through the late morning, but then the afternoon they pick up again. Saturday night into Sunday morning. We really drop the gradient here as we go through at least early Sunday morning. We pick it back up again here as we go through Sunday afternoon and evening a bit, but probably not quite as strong as what's going on here today. And as we swap in towards Monday, you can kind of see a weaker gradient here across some of the interior sections especially. Now, that's the NAM3 cam again here as well. And taking a look at water temperatures out there, nothing too crazy there. You can see Santa Monica here, San Diego, Los Angeles, I think was actually 61 this morning. Pretty typical really for this time of year. You can see averages right around 61 as well. And if we take a look at ocean temperatures, it's kind of a cool map here on Weather Bell. You can kind of see some of the cooler temperatures reside across Northern California. You warm up a bit as you get down towards the San Diego and Los Angeles metro areas here. Now, taking a look at waves, significant wave heights. I'm going to put this into motion, and you can see that some of this is just wind driven here, maybe a couple, 2-3 feet in some select locations. Let's scroll off in towards this upcoming week. You can see we do pick it up a little bit here as we go towards the end of the week here. So we'll try to monitor that one, and we'll see if we can get a little bump in the wave activity here, but nothing too crazy coming up here. Now, taking a look at an extended forecast here. So this is interesting. This goes out 46 days, and this is for Sacramento. And if you look here, this is the ensemble mean. And so it shows about 1/10 of an inch as we get on into about mid-June here. So not much precipitation expected. You can see some of these select ensemble runs do have more here, but for the vast majority of them, it's very light or no precipitation at all. And there's 100 ensemble members here on the extended European forecast. You can see the control actually has very little or no rain over the 46-day period coming up. If we take a look at Los Angeles, something similar here. The mean is only around 0.04 of an inch as we go on all the way in through, I believe this is through July coming up here. And then we've got very light precipitation showing up. The control run actually was the highest of them all, showing right around a 1/10 of an inch here as we go through mid-June. No promises. If we look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see there is a little sliver of below normal here, but a lot of the west here is still kind of showing that above normal signature as we go through June 3rd. This is the 6 to 10 day precipitation, below average here across a lot of California. 8 to 14 day, check it out. Much of the lower 48 is supposed to be above average as we start off the first week of June, for example. And you can see kind of Alaska. They also include Alaska and Hawaii on these maps as well. Now, if we look at 8 to 14 day precipitation, I don't know if they're just kind of looking at the troughing again. They have not been doing a good job on this, the Climate Prediction Center, as far as picking out these above average signals for California. So take that with a grain of salt if you do see that out and about on social media. Look at Palm Springs over the next actually 10-day period, I believe we're showing here. And you can see the great consistency we have with some of these temperatures as we go over the next 10 days, right around 100 degrees each day. Quite nice this time of year, nice and dry. Also, Bob Hope International Airport, you can see nice and consistent. Again, you're looking at mid to upper 70s. Here's San Francisco, a little bit of a bump maybe as we go towards the end of the week coming up here, but you can see upper 60s and right around 70 for the most part. Here we go, Sacramento International Airport, upper 80s. Then you start to climb up a little bit here as we go towards the end of May and the first part of June. So yeah, anyway, I will be out here chasing today. I may not have a briefing out every day. I'll probably be out for the next week or so, maybe even a little bit longer here. It's peak season out here in the plains, trying to get some photogenic stuff. We're actually doing a short film working with the filmmaker. So hopefully that ends up working out well here and we end up getting him some shots that he needs to complete this film. This is the 5th year we've been working on this here. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these briefings here. Click like and subscribe. We will do this again tomorrow and I will talk to you guys then.